Hey everybody, alright, this is going to be my first review with guitar strings using my HD camcorder. So I don't know how it's going to come out, but mainly what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be doing a review. How's this going to come out? This is the first time I have ever used Martin strings. These are Martin Acoustic SP 11 gauge. And I have always, if you look at any of my reviews on my my page over here, and make sure you thumbs up, subscribe, go to the main channel page, and donate to my channel, help me out. But all of the strings I've used are pretty much Diodario, however you want to pronounce it. I think I use EJ13s. I use the bronze. I don't like the I forget what the other one is. I just like the 80-20 bronze. They sound really good. So this is my first set of Martins that I'm going to be reviewing right now. What I had on there before was these Ernie Ball Earthwood. And they're kind of nice. They're the silk strings. They were nice. And then they started sounding really dead after about 5 or 6 months. So I decided to try Martins and see what the difference would be. And I noticed that as I was putting on these guys, that they sounded much more bolder. They sounded much more bolder. They sounded bolder. They sounded louder. They sounded better than these. Now, I will say that the silk strings are really nice when you put them on. They are extremely easy to play. They're so easy. They don't hurt your fingers. They kind of have a mellow sound, and they're just fun to play. But I felt like the guitar was kind of really dull and dead, and I wasn't sure if it was because the strings were so old and starting to corrode. And then I put these on, and what a huge difference, because these sound like metal compared to these, which sound kind of like silk and totally lame and unacceptable. So I put these on, but as I put them on, I noticed that it sounded kind of tinny and cheap, like a toy guitar. Now I'm going to play the 6th string. Here, let's do that. To me, maybe that's normal, and a good player, that wouldn't sound bad, but I mean, listen, the 6th string doesn't sound really that good, but the others sound really nice. 5, 4, 3. And those are loud. I'm not even trying to pluck hard. Those are loud. See, you hear the 6th string? They're loud and they're bold. They sound really bold compared to these lame-ass strings that I really like, but maybe I'm not going to use. I think I've got one more set, and after that I probably will not use these. I don't know if I'm going to like Martin compared to Diodario, because I really enjoy Diodario. So I'm going to play these for the first time right now, and let's see what happens. I'm going to just do a couple strumming chords here. A minor. It sounds kind of really high-pitched, brassy. It's a very brassy sound. And that could be because I'm playing with my thumb and my nail. Definitely a better sound, a bolder sound than the silk strings. Let me try using a pick. Oh, I got something stuck on my finger. Let me try using a pick. Oh yeah, they're definitely brassy. No doubt it's brassy, kind of tinny. And I don't know if I like that. I'm not sure if they need some time to wear in. I don't like that. I don't hear it. I'm sure you can hear it. A very brassy sound with these Martin SPs, which are supposed to be really nice strings that I was told to use by the guitar shop. They said they're much better and I shouldn't use Diodario, which I've used for years, and I really like them. Let me try some individual picking. Sounds very good. The strings, compared to the silk, which is kind of a metal and a nylon, these are definitely metal. Excuse me, no doubt about it, but it does sound really tinny and brassy. I'm sure you can hear that. Alright, had to shut that off so I could do some coughing over here. Let's try some finger picking, some really lame finger picking, and see what it sounds like. Wow, I'm slipping all over because I cut my nails. absolutely beautiful. I don't like these for strumming. I love these for finger picking. Incredible sound. Now there's the 6 and the second string. Okay, the six. As long as you really hit the 6th string really hard, you don't get the tinny sound. The strings compared to the silk there's a string. There's actually a string to grab onto and to pluck to get under the nail, and so I like these strings for plucking. What I will say, and this is pretty awesome, is even though these are number 11s, these have the feel of number 12 strings. They feel good under the nail. They feel like a thick string. There's something I'm grabbing onto as I'm plucking. And that's really, and it's got a nice, deep, bassy, bold sound when I do the finger picking. Whoa. Okay, let's try some with the pad of my thumb. Try that with the pick. God, is that brassy and nasty. It's a high-pitched, brassy, tinny sound. If you know how to play, which I don't, it would sound... I don't like that 6th string. I really don't like the number 6. Maybe it's the adjustment of my guitar. I don't know. I don't really like... See, but that's open, and now when I press on... Okay, so let's do a little bit of... Let's go up here. Just doing that with my nail, with my thumbnail. On the pentatonic, let's try that with the pick, which I'm really not good with. Oh gosh, there's that nasty sound again. Let me try a different pick. Maybe it's the, I know it's the player, but it's probably part of the pick too, so let's see. I don't like it with a pick. Wow, you know, I really have to say, I've got to say, while I love these, when I switch over from bronze, 80-20 bronze to these, I always say I like it. I like the feel. It's so easy on the fingers, and it's a nice sound. And then I go back to an 80-20 string. Even if it's an 80-20 string like this, which I don't know if I really like, what a big difference. I think this review tells me that while I really like the sound of these, they are not really as good. They're nowhere near as good as putting on an 80-20 string. And that's what this is, an 80-20 string. And I think it's an 80-20. It better be an 80. Yeah, there's this 80-20 bronze down there. I don't like the phosphor bronze. I don't like the sound of it at all. Everyone seems to buy those. I don't like them. I like this. So, okay, my review of Martin strings, it's really tough. This is my first time. I'm not 100% thrilled. Listen to that. Let me go with the nail. I don't know. What I will say, I don't know if I like the sound. I don't know. I really can't say. Hopefully you can tell by the audio, maybe not. Not so sure that I like the brassy, tinny sound that these Martin Acoustic SPs are giving. But with the finger picking, absolutely beautiful. God, listen to that. Finger picking, I would say these are very good strings. They're great strings. Not only the bold and rich sound, but they really, when you grab onto them with the nail, there's something there. They don't give. They have a really nice sound. So if you're a finger picker, I would say definitely the Acoustic SP from Martin 8020 bronze, really nice. If you are a strummer who uses your fingers, okay, I'm backing off a little bit. I'm using the pad of my fingers. Pad of the fingers sounds nice. I'm going to use the nail. Sounds terrible. Sounds really nasty. Brassy and tinny. With a pick. Also sounds really brassy and tinny and nasty. One more thing. Okay, I've got a heavy pick, a really thick pick. Let's see what it sounds like. One thing I will definitely say, these strings are loud and they are bold. They are definitely loud. They've got they're probably twice the sound. They probably put out twice the sound as the Silk Ernie ball strings. Okay, so my review of well, let's get this. The review of this Ernie Ball silk and steel strings. I love them. I will not buy them after I finish using them because as much as they are easy to play and they have a nice sound to them and they're really nice on the fingers, they just don't have the power. They probably cut. I'm using an acoustic. I don't have this on an electric. They probably cut the output by a good 25 to 50%. Even though they sound nice, you don't get a lot of power out of them. So I'm not going to buy these anymore. So this is really a double review. What do I think of these? Love the strings. I won't buy them anymore because they just don't have a good output. As far as this, 8020 Martin Acoustic SP, incredible for finger picking. Really feels good on the nails as you grab the string and pull away. Feels really good. Sounds beautiful. Nice rich tone. Strumming with the pad of the thumb, it sounds good. It definitely sounds good, and it's got a lot of power. Strumming with the thumb and the thumbnail, or using a pick, sounds tinny, brassy, and nasty, and I don't like it for that reason. I don't use the pick all the time, but will I buy these Martin Acoustic SPs again? No. Because I want to have a string that I can do finger picking, strumming, and using my strumming with the pick and the thumb. And this is not the string. Even though it's a highly rated string, this gets the no can do from me. Okay, so that's my review. Again, please go to the channel page and click on that support this channel, even though nobody ever does. And maybe some billionaire will leave me a little thank you here. So that's my review. Make sure you watch all my other incredible stuff, and maybe you'll learn something, and maybe you won't. All right, have a good one. Peace out. Bye. Ding! Hey, one more comment. I always come back and leave another comment before I end my videos. Compared to the silk strings, the one thing I will say, these really have, I think the Yiddish word is poch, or whatever the heck it is. They've got something to grab onto. I mean, I'll give them credit for that. These are really nice because they really feel like number 12 strings. There's something big about these strings that even just on a strum, there's something there. They're not wussy like the silk strings. So it might just be the guitar, it might be a preference. Overall, like I said, I won't buy these strings, but they're very easy to play, extremely easy. They make this guitar easier to play than the steel and silk strings. So when I put my fingers down to play a chord, I'd usually get wussy, I'd get dead strings, or I'd have ringing strings or buzzing strings because I wasn't able to press down and get a clear sound on the silk strings. So I'm impressed as far as that. I'm definitely impressed that I have something to put my finger onto and my finger gets a good sound. It doesn't go flying all over the strings and not producing a good solid sound. The number 6 string again. You know, they're okay. I'm not going to buy them again, but it's, as always, a personal preference, and you might really like these, especially if you were a finger picker. Got it? Good.